Managing uncertainty and building resilience. These are the two indicators of success when you are taking a journey the Blue Jay way. Most people think that resilience is something that they have when they are in survival mode, right? And I've been there, totally in survival mode, right? Just being resilient and sweeping things under the rug. It was not until I made a decision and choice in my life that I wanted to stop surviving these things and I wanted to thrive. And it's when I made this decision that I understood that resilience is a skill, right? It's something that we have to feel the pain of, right? And hold space for ourselves to feel that, heal, and then push through. Now, I don't want to make it seem so simple, quick, and easy, right? I want to give you a little bit about my story. I am a statistic. I am the pregnant teenage mother who worked full time as a manager, restaurant manager in fast food at Burger King, and was a full time student, a science major at the University of New Orleans. Totally full, overwhelmed, right, with my tasks, not having as much patience with my then daughter, but making sure I do all the things. You see, I had this vision for myself that I knew I was supposed to become somebody, right? But that somebody was attached to the American dream. So I simply just wanted a house, a marriage, the two kids, the dog, the picket fence. You all know the story, right? So, when I had a child and I'm in the restaurants, right? And pregnant teenager and all of the things are happening, this is a part of me that built my resilience. And I'm sure you have stories yourself. So, on top of that, right, I am also a divorced Black pride mother of two, right? Adding on to the statistics. So, just within that journey, right, going through that trauma of my life, it built another layer of resilience for me because in those times, right, I learned that, I had a partner that had a narcissistic personality and didn't understand how I was being manipulated, betrayed, um, even devalued, in certain aspects. And I was totally unaware, right? I was just a teenager in love, got married and doing all the things. So my self-worth, right, in those moments were being diminished and diminished by who I was attaching myself to. So this, right, has built up my resilience. There was lots of moments when I was able to just kind of sweep that pain under the rug, just carry on and push through. And there are moments, right, in my life that has called for me to do so, right? Not really wanting to deal with myself or look at myself in the mirror and accept responsibility for where I was in life, right? So when you are saying that you are going to change your lifestyle and build better habits, right? You always have to keep who you are becoming in the forefront. Now, this is important because as an entrepreneur, managing your expectations, right, and managing uncertainty is very important. And maybe it's so easy for me to do that because I was the one who refused to sit in a marriage, where I was unhappy and unfulfilled, and I knew I deserved more and deserved better. I had to literally step out into a phase of uncertainty, and it seemed unfair. It seemed unfair because when you deal with a narcissistic personality, you know, everybody still loves that person. All of your friends, they're still friends, right? You could have been betrayed 6 7 times, and you still psychologically, right, hold on to that trauma, or wanting to people please, or even just wanting that connection back. And for you to make a choice, right, because we have the power of choice, for me personally, to make that choice to move on, that was putting myself in a place of uncertainty. So when I move into entrepreneurship, here's this place again, here's this uncomfortable feeling again, but I have built up, right, such resistance to uncertain situations that for me it becomes an adventure, and I really flip on a totally different switch than most people would, right? Most people will get anxious, stress, quit. But for me, I thrive, right, in uncertainty. And I used to just survive in it, right? I used to just stay there, people please, get overwhelmed, frustrated, yell at my kids, like just surviving and pushing through. Now I'm thriving in it. I'm resourceful, right? I find ways to make things happen for me and myself. You have to remember, when you are an entrepreneur, you can see $10,000 months and you can see $0 months, right? So what will keep you in a game, in what you are trying to achieve for yourself, that success, right? You have to keep in mind along your path who you are becoming, right? And not just who you are becoming, start identifying, right, what you want your life to be like, and start envisioning what you want in this lifetime. This is so important. We only get one body, we only get one life to live, right? And we are dying younger, and we are living with a lot of health, autoimmune diseases and deficiencies, to where the quality of our life, right, is suffering. So we have to choose, right, decide who it is that we are becoming. This is very important, because only when you make that decision and choice are you able to create the habits, right? And create the discipline, right? Because discipline is a skill to do the things that it takes daily, right? To groom who you are becoming, and to really discover your purpose and walk in this world, right? And not, we don't just go out and find our purpose, right? We have to take a season. For me, it was an entire couple of years. That was my season of separation and isolation, and go into deep exploratory and deep discovery mode, right, at a spiritual level and at a soul level, to figure out who we are at our core, and what fulfills us and makes us truly happy. So when it comes down to managing uncertainty, right, building resilience, I want you to know that the life journey that I had has built me along the way. I'm sitting before you as a statistic, right? And now a full-time entrepreneur. Please understand that building this out, right? Some instances I had no choice, right? I have a daughter, I gotta survive, right? And I had to make the money, had to work the fast food jobs, right? Had to leave my daughter with other people because I wanted to grow and have this American dream for myself. When you decide to thrive, life, right? Your life path becomes so much more different. I want to give you just a indicator of what this might look like when you are embarking on your personal fitness or weight loss journey. A lot of people have to manage, right, their uncertainty about what will happen when they embark on a new program with a new coach. I have many women that will start off with me and they want to see a pound go away on that scale every single day of the program. And if not, it really is driving them crazy. Some people have actually quit even with their weight decreasing, but it's not decreasing as fast as they would like, right? And they get anxious. That self-doubt starts to kick in. Oh, I've done this before. Here I am about to fail at something again. And eventually they ghost and they quit because they don't have anybody to hold that space for them and help them to manage that, right? And be a guide for how they should be progressing, right? Not just according to science, right? But according to their own body. Um, I've also experienced, people like thinking that they should just be able to overnight just eat what they're supposed to eat and be this healthy person and change within 24 hours. And they get upset because they ate the cookie, right? When you just change your diet, right? You haven't really changed your mindset. You haven't really embodied the person who you are becoming and really transforming into a new healthy being, right? That is a process. And lastly, about building resilience, this is what we do here, right? This is what we do here. And these skills that you learn here, they translate into your life. And I'm telling you how I, reverse engineered, how managing my uncertainty and building my resilience through my own life journey has helped me out in other areas, right? Especially fitness. When we think about resilience and building that muscle, right? Think about your new training program or regimen that you're doing. You're going to have to feel that pain. You're going to feel it. And you're going to have to sit with that. You're going to have to keep going and pushing through. This is what mental resilience looks like. This is what training looks like. This is the indicator of success in who you are becoming along your life journey. So this is a skill that is top, top notch priority when you are becoming somebody different. Because you remember, or you may not know, when you are becoming someone new, your brain and body will begin to fight you tooth and nail. It will feel like you are going through spiritual warfare, right? In your mind and body when you make these new changes and become this new person in your life. So you have to be able to manage uncertainty and build that resilience. And if I can take you on a journey the Blue Jay way to show you how to do this, I promise you, not only will you become the fit, physically attractive, higher quality version of you, right? You're going to be able to navigate life, entrepreneurship, your leadership role as a mother, as a wife in your family, through learning the skills that it takes to go through a regimen, especially a regimen like the Blue Jay Way, because we reverse engineer the entire approach so that you can have sustainability and embody the woman who you are becoming along this journey. Now, yes, it is a deeper transformation and it takes exploration. I've shared my story with you. Let me go deeper, right? The minute that I left my ex-husband, right, I lost faith, right? I was praying to God that this person would change and praying, wishing, hoping, just on a star. All right. not understanding narcissistic personality, and this person can't change. They're not even aware of who they are or their childhood trauma or how to address what they are dealing with, or they don't even want to address it, right? They're just serving their ego. And I was on the other side, just people pleasing. So I once I pulled away from myself and started doing my own meditations and self-care, I got a vision so vivid, right, that I knew it was that God-given purpose vision over my life. And when I set in on that vision, I knew that that direction, that path, that vision I saw for me was who I was becoming. And now I show up relentlessly in uncertainty, right? With resilience, with the ebbs and flows of entrepreneurship because of what I saw for myself that was uniquely different. And this only happened through self exploration and really diving deeper into my inner being and understanding my relationship with self. And some people die not ever doing this and not ever dealing with themselves, right? And living in ego, unfulfillment, and certainty. Do not let this be you, right? Get the help and support you need. And sometimes this takes a coach, right? Looking at your habits, being an observer of your life, right? Not just going to therapy and talking it out, but actually taking the action steps, building the resilience, going through the daily habits, implementing, right? Clapping when you need to clap, right? Getting a pat on the back when you need to rev it up a little bit or you need a little bit motivation and accountability to stay in the game, right? Because we are all distracted by a lot of things that are going on in our lives, and us, especially women, we will devote to other people, our children, our family, our husbands, our jobs, right? Our bosses, and we serve ourselves last, right? And because we operate like this, we have to create these boundaries for ourselves. We have to develop these aligned relationships in our networks, in our communities where we are spending most of our time. Here is a place where we are safe to be vulnerable and free so that we can actually ascend and embody, right, our femininity and our divinity so that we can have health and not just practice a diet or get with a nutritionist for a little while, right? We actually get in there with a coach and with mental resilience, right? With the resilience that got me through teenage pregnancy and college and working full time all at the same time, right? Which got me through divorce, what got me through entrepreneurship, not being able to afford my own living, right? Or moving back in with my parents to, move into different states, right? This is what allows me to have such a fulfilling, rewarding life where I am impacting the lives of ambitious moms that I know will go down generation to generation so that their children and their children's children can have a higher quality of life and longevity to create their own legacies. Y'all continue to follow me, tap in for more. I will be seeing you guys each and every week, so please look out for me. My name is Coach Reva. I love you and I care about your well being. Until later.